this is Cecilia and I want to show you the beautiful pop-up card that I made for Graphic 45, and it's inside of this cute jute envelope, yeah, a bag or envelope. And the beautiful collection that I selected, that's why I'm in the sea right now filming this for you, is Ocean Blue. What a gorgeous collection by Graphic 45. In the inside card, you will see in the left side a beautiful cylinder form pop-up, and in the right side it's two strips that give some movement to all the beautiful elements of this collection. I hope you like it and I hope you will enjoy it. For this pop-up card, we will use this beautiful ocean blue paper collection. I'm using a bit of these 8x8 pads, as well as some pieces from the 12x12 pad. We will use this chipboard piece. It comes here, and also some stickers to make the decoration. I already made a template because I always like to make a template when I am making pop-up cards or pop-ups for my albums. So this is my idea. We will have this beautiful window and it will be filled with fishes and all the sea creatures, because I am really in love with this paper collection. It is stunning. The colors are just fabulous. I really love it. And this is a sliding streets that we are going to decorate. This is my idea. So I'm going to tell you the measurements for each one of the pieces we are going to use. But also let me tell you first, I'm going to use some of these sequins, a piece, just a tiny piece of die cut. This is not necessary if you don't have one. These two brads are going to be put here. Let me do it right now with you, and try to hide the legs. That's important, please. In this way. Okay, we are going to need also for the closure a piece of this cotton ribbon, not ribbon, it's a cord. And you know, I thought that this is a kind of marine cord, but I don't know the name, but you can watch it here. And some cheesecloth also for decoration. And I like to have everything on hand. I'm going to use this distress ink in walnut stain and some sponge. I already distressed everything, okay? Not everything, but just a piece or two, not yet. And I already fussy cut all these pieces. These are, most of them are leftovers from another project that I made, and I fussy cut the pieces because this card is going to be seam. Okay, so let's see how this come. And okay, for the base, start with the base is here. We are going to need, I'm using this cardstock in this kind of light, well, it's not a brown color, but it's like sand, okay? And this measures 8 and 3 quarters, and it's scored at the half. It means 4 and 3/8. And for the high or tall is 6 and 3/8 of an inch. This needs 2 mats. Okay, these are from the 12 by 12, and they measures 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 each one of these. Okay, these are going to be the base here. So for in the left side is going to be the pop-up, and here are a sliding strips. So let's start with the left. We are going to need this piece. As you can watch here, this is already distressed, and this measure 5, and in the 5 side I scored at half and at 4 1/2, and that's 5 by 6 and 3/8 of an inch. And this piece, it's going to be covered for this. And this is from 8 by 8 paper pad, and this measure 3 7/8 of an inch by 6 1/4. Okay, this is going to be on top. We are going to open the window, and for that I'm going to use this oval die. This is by C6 if you want the number, but I got this a lot of years ago. Let me tell you the measurements. The height is 4 and 5/8 of an inch, and the side to side is 3 1/8 of an inch. You can use any shape you want. I like the idea of using this because it's going to be a good window. Open it here, and this is going to be here, okay, but needs to make this. So we need something that we are going to attach here, and this is the first mat that measures 3 1/4 by 6 and 3/8. And this that it is this is slightly shorter than 6 and 3/8. Actually this is 6 and 5/16. Okay, because I don't want this to show up in here on top, in the bottom. And I am going to cover that with this beautiful paper, also from 12 by 12 paper pad, and it's a leftover of this one. Yes, no, this is from the 8 by 8, and this measures 6 1/4 by 3 1/8. And then this piece is going to be also for this pop-up. Now we need to pull this and make this shape. We are going to use this piece that we are going to fold, and you are going to watch how. This measure 2 3/4 by 6 1/2. Okay, and now for the slidings in the right side, we need 2 pieces that measure 1 inch by 6 1/2, and they are two exactly the same. And also I prepare an extra that measures 1 inch by 8 1/8 of an inch, just in case that I needed to cover and make something different. Okay, and now because all this kind of pop-up, I have another example. Let me find it here. There are going to be some notches here to, and also here to make this. This was my first template. So this, you can see how this piece is well, I don't know if this is bended or what, but I like to reinforce that. That's why I'm adding a piece of corrugated cardboard, and I have this one that measure exactly the same that the base card, which are 8 3/4 by 6 3/8, and it's folded on half. And I am going to use this piece for the top that measures 4 1/8 by 6 1/4, and this is going to be also here on top. This is my idea, as well as, let me remember, I am planning to use this here on this side, then this piece like so, then no, I do remember, this is from the 12 by 12, also this piece, and this is going to be here, and this is going to be just a mat to put this on top, and then we will attach this beautiful chipboard here. Okay, that's my idea. Everything is distressed, yes, all of this is already, because I like to cover also the white here, so let me do it here with you. To assemble the car, we will start first making the window in this piece, and I am going to use my big shot to make in both papers at one time, okay, because I want them to stay in the same place. And now, of course, we are going to distress the mat, the G45 mat, as well as the sandpaper cardstock inside, as you are watching right now, because we are already distressing all the project. And then we can glue this on top of the base. And now we can mat also this little piece that is going to be below the piece of the window. We can now put this piece on top of the left side. The right side is going to wait to later, because we will cut in pieces to cover all the right side. And for now, this is the part that we are going to construct, the left pop-up. Now we can assemble these two pieces as you are watching on the screen. We only add the glue in the left side, and be careful with the paper direction, because the paper on top where is the window, there are some words and we need to be careful. For me, for put this piece here, we need to make some marks in the flap. Let me tell you, it's the same on each side. The first mark, it's 3/4, and then 1 3/8, and it's the same in this right side, 3/4 and 1 3/8 of an inch. So now we need to make some cuts here. We need to cut the flaps. this side, also this one, and this one. But this one we are going to move just until here. You see, we cut until this edge of the graphic 45 paper, and now we can trim that centerpiece. And we already have our flaps. Okay, now we are going to put here to the edge, and now we will make a mark here and here. And now we can cut from here to here. Okay. It's easier insert the flaps if we cut them in a little angle as you are washing, and if we need to erase, of course, the pencil mark, because we don't want to see that, and then we can put inside all these flaps as you are washing, and trying to center it, of course, because we already know where these are going to be. And here, for example, I needed to open just a little bit extra, so I do it. And just be careful and cut only the piece that you need to cut. Okay, and now this is it, and we can glue the flaps in the back. When this piece is ready, we need now to attach the piece that is going to pull everything to make this beautiful form. And we are going to the piece that you are watching right now on the screen, we are going to fold it in the long side at half. Okay, you can see here, and we are going to glue it because we need something strong to pull all the mechanism. You watch here, there is a distance from the center to the left. Okay, we are going to align to the right this strip, and counting from the center to the right, we are going to make a mark at the same distance there is there in the left. Okay, it's going to be the same quarter in the left and the quarter in the right, and then where we made the mark, we are going to score it. And that's important because this is what is going to make the form in the pop-up in the left side. I was planning to add this beautiful card in this window, but then I realized the paper below is really pretty, so I didn't use it, and I use it for another purpose. And now we can attach these pieces, and you are going to see that we need to make some marks to open just tiny slots to pass the strips through that slots. Because the strips that are going to pass through these slots or cuts is 1 inch wide width, we need to leave more than 1 inch. It's about 1 1/4 or 1 1/8 of an inch to pass easily the strips. Now in these two strips we will score at 1 inch in only one side of each one of these, and then we are going to glue it as you are going to see on the screen. With the extra strip that we have, we are going to make another piece to attach it on top. In this way we will have more space to add the embellishments, in this case the sea animals, and that's why I like the idea to add this extra piece on top, but you need to see only where I am using the glue, please. this because there are parts that needs to be covered and there are others that it won't be covered. So we are going to cut in this side a half an inch and in this side a quarter of an inch to put it in here and in this side. Better to attach this tiny piece because this is going to be inside all the strips, to use only liquid glue. I put the double-sided tape before, and the way that I have to put it without the problems with the double-sided tape is add liquid glue all over the piece. In this way it's going to move easily inside this side. You can see now that in order to fill all this page with the graphic 45 paper, I'm cutting the pieces, and they are slightly little than the piece that is going to be covered. In this piece, for example, I had to trim a little bit more, and it's okay. Just be sure the mechanism is working, because that's what is important in this kind of pop-ups. I am marking where we are not going to add the glue, because if we put some glue in that spaces, the strips won't move. So be careful and avoid that spaces, and use the glue as you are watching on the screen. And now the pop-ups are ready and waiting for you to embellish them. So play with all your fussy cutted pieces or whatever you have. Thank you for joining me. I hope you like it. Thank you so much.